Hello there, I'm a nerd named Ryan, and today I have a very special closer look for you. Yes, today I am having a look at this brand new 5-disc Super Deluxe edition of The Exorcist, and I am so excited, so let's get into it. Okay, so The Exorcist is honestly one of my favourite movies of all time. I love this film. I think it's one of the best horror movies ever made. So when I saw this brand new Super Deluxe edition, I mean, look at the size of this thing. When I saw this was available to pre-order off Amazon, I just had to pick it up. I believe this might actually be an Amazon exclusive. I'm not entirely certain on that, but I couldn't find this particular edition anywhere else. There is a more standard Steelbook edition that you can get on HMV and Zavvi and everywhere, but this particular version, this big sort of thick version, I could only find on Amazon. So yeah, this is a brand new Super Deluxe edition, 5 discs. Let's not waste any more time. Let's have a little look inside it, shall we? Okay, so here it is, The Exorcist in all its wonder and glory. This brand new, super thick, Super Deluxe edition box set. This contains both the 4K Ultra HD and the Blu-ray, and it also contains both the extended director's cut and the original theatrical version. So before we get into the actual packaging itself, let's have a look at what you get on the back. So this is the back of the slip card. It tells you just some of the contents that you get in here. We'll go through all the different bits, obviously, when we look inside. But just to let everyone know, on disc number 1, you get the extended director's cut on 4K. On disc number 2, you get the theatrical cut on 4K. Disc 3 is the extended cut on Blu-ray. Disc 4 is the theatrical cut on Blu-ray, and disc 5 is full of special features. So a really, really packed set. Let's get the little cardboard sort of thing off it, and we'll have a look. Okay, so I've got the cardboard backing off, and look at this absolutely beautiful presentation here. It looks like a Bible. It feels like it's leather bound as well. I'm sure it probably isn't leather bound, is it? What's it say? Leather grain slipcase. So yeah, we've got a nice kind of leather texture to the slipcase here to make it really look like a Bible. So that's going to look really awesome sat on the shelf like that. There's the back, which is just plain, and the other side, which is purple. Anything on the bottom? Just a serial number by the looks of things. And the top is just blank. Let's slide out the content, shall we? Does it just slide? Oh, I think it does. There we go. So, yeah, nice sturdy slip cover, which is always nice when you get these big kind of deluxe editions. Okay, so here is the box set itself, and we have this lovely purple cover here with the gold text. We've got the cross on there. That's really, really nice. Absolutely love that. It's got gold on one side, and it's purple and gold on the other. And on the back here, we've got that classic shot from The Exorcist. It's also a limited edition, limited to 2,000 copies. Mine is number 755, so yeah, pretty cool. I believe this is an Amazon exclusive. I haven't seen it anywhere else that you can buy it. It's not on HMV or anything like that, so yeah, I'm thinking it's probably an Amazon exclusive. So let's open this up and have a look inside, shall we? It opens from the side here, and oh, look at that. That is just absolutely wonderful inside. On this side we got, "What an excellent day for an exorcism." That classic quote from the movie. And then you've got all your content here. Nice little handy ribbon to pull everything out, which is quite nice. But let's take a look. So we've got the Steelbook in here first of all. That classic cover. What's on the back there? On the back we got Reagan floating up there. That's pretty cool. There is the spine. Okay, so then inside we have the discs, which are unfortunately stacked, but, you know, I know that might annoy some people. I don't mind it so much if it's Blu-rays, because Blu-rays are much harder to scratch than DVDs. So I would prefer it to not be stacked, but it doesn't bother me quite so much. Anyway, we've got the 2 4K discs on this side. So we've got, is this the extended cut? Yeah, we've got the extended cut on this nice sort of gold-looking disc, this one. And then we've got the black disc for the original theatrical version. Then on the other side we've got our Blu-ray discs, which are all just blue. But we've got the extended director's cut there. The theatrical cut there. and the special features there. And here we have this classic shot as our internal artwork. I don't know how well you can see that. The lighting in here is not always great, but hopefully you can see that. You know what that's a picture of. You can see that. Okay, so that's the Steelbook, but of course we're nowhere near done because we've got a lot of other goodies in here. So we've got the this little envelope here full of extra stuff. As you can see, we've got this really awesome artwork on the front. I love that artwork. That's really nice. Well, nice is perhaps the wrong words to describe this image, but you know what I mean. It's good artwork. It's very representative of the movie. Let's open this envelope up and see what we've got inside. Okay, so first off, we've got some art cards. So let's have a look at those. There's the first one. Are these oh, they are. They're double-sided as well. That's really nice. So there's the other side of that one. There's this one. I love art cards. I think art cards are great. I always love when people put art cards into. Always love when art cards are included. You know, we got this shot, which this is a creepy moment in the film. And there we have that basically that same picture from there. But yeah. This is a genuinely, like, terrifying movie. This is, like, one of the few movies where the first time I saw it, it gave me, like, actual nightmares. Like, I don't usually get sort of freaked out by movies too much, but this one, like, the first time I saw it, really freaked me out. Yeah, genuinely one of the best horror movies of all time for me. I love The Exorcist, hence why I, you know, bought this big sort of premium deluxe box set. But yeah. So far, really impressed with it. Steelbook's nice. Got some really, really great art cards there as well. See what's next. Okay. Next up, we've got a poster by the looks of things. Is it double-sided? Let me open it up here and see. Yes, it is. It's double-sided. Okay, so we've got like a miniature poster. I'm going to move this out of the way so we can see this a little bit better. So, if you can see that, on the one side, we've got the regular theatrical poster. What's on the other side? Oh, the other side is the same thing again, but with a sort of purple design. So, black and white on one side, and purple on the other. Cool. Or black and purple on the other, I should say. I've got this. I don't know if this is like supposed to be like a lobby card or something. But nice sort of extra thing there to get. That's really cool. Then we have this awesome booklet, quite thick, which is really cool. Let's see what it says. William Peter Blatty's The Exorcist, extended director's cut and original theatrical version, directed by William Friedkin. The scariest film of all time. Certainly one of the scariest films of all time for me. I really love this movie. Oh, look at this inside. This is really nice. We got some, yeah, here we go. So, so it's basically like articles and stuff. I'm not Reagan, I'm the devil. Excellent moment. Yeah. So just full of information here. Really, really cool. I like when they kind of include these big sort of booklets with the collector's editions, because I do genuinely read these. You know, I'm fascinated by kind of, you know, articles and stuff about films. So yeah, I typically do read these. And yeah, really nice, really nicely produced as well. Nice, good quality paper, nice glossy cover there. What's on the back? Absolutely wonderful. So yeah, that's all the stuff that's in the envelope. I'm going to pop all that back in, and then we'll take a look at the final thing in here. Okay, so this is the last thing we've got in here. If we lift this up here, we've got another book underneath. This is the other reason why I wanted to get this box set. This is the BFI Film Classics book on The Exorcist by Mark Kermode. For those who aren't aware, Mark Kermode is a well-known film critic here in the UK. He used to do a show on BBC Radio 5, I believe, with Simon Mayo. He and Mayo now do a podcast. but he is a critic but he has often cited The Exorcist as his favourite film of all time. Actually, if you've ever seen the documentary The Fear of God, which is usually included on most home media versions of The Exorcist, that's actually presented by Mark Kermode, and it's a really good documentary. I'd recommend it. So I've actually been wanting to pick this book up for quite some time and give it a read, because I do find, again, I find sort of books about film to be quite fascinating, and I do think that Kermode's passion for The Exorcist is pretty evident from things he's said about it in the past. So I'm really looking forward to reading through this. Yeah, this is something that you only really get in the in this version. I'm not actually sure what the differences are between this version and the standard edition. I believe the standard edition has the Steelbook and some of, if not all of, the contents in this envelope here. So really the extra cash you'd be paying for this version would be for the really nice slipcover and the extra book. I'm not entirely sure on that. I think this might actually come, I think the standard version actually might come with a slipcover with this artwork on it. I've seen that kind of knocking around, so I assume it'd be sort of those two in a big sort of slipcover. But I'm not entirely sure. I'll have a look into that. So yeah, this book was one of the reasons why I wanted to get the Super Deluxe edition, because I've been wanting to. I've known about this book for quite a while. I've wanted to read it for quite some time, so I figured, I'm gonna get the 4K Steelbook anyway. I might as well get the Super Deluxe version that has the book included with it. The other reason I bought this set over the more standard Steelbook is, honestly, I just really love The Exorcist. I think it is a fantastically good movie. One of my absolute favourites. And yeah, I wanted to get as deluxe a version as I could. And yeah, that was kind of one of my main reasons for wanting to get this set. It's just because I love this movie and I wanted to get the super kind of deluxe version with the extra content and with the really genuinely gorgeous packaging. I mean, just look how lovely that packaging is. That is amazingly good. Really love kind of the attention to detail in this. It really does feel like a deluxe edition. Now, in terms of the differences between this and the other Steelbook version that you can get on, HMV and Zavvi and all places like that, and on Amazon as well, I'm not actually sure what the differences are. I believe the main differences are the packaging here and the Mark Kermode book. I think all the art cards and everything are still included. Also, I've seen on HMV and Amazon that the Steelbook version just on its own is listed as being 2 discs, whereas this is 5. So I don't know if there's any extra content, if there's any content that's missing, or if that's a mislabel or anything like that. So yeah, but I'm super happy that I bought this version because it really does feel like a really special, really cool deluxe edition. And there we go, a brand new super deluxe, super special edition version of, in my opinion, one of the best horror films ever made. I love The Exorcist. It's one of my favourite movies. And I love this edition. This edition is really, really beautiful, and this really feels like a deluxe, collector's edition. Sometimes you get collector's editions and they feel a little bit like they've been just sort of thrown together. But no, this feels like something that's had a lot of care and a lot of attention put into it, and I'm super duper happy to get my hands on it. So yeah, absolutely love this. What are your thoughts on this release and this movie in general? Whatever your thoughts are, drop them down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.